Your customers are already online. WHKY Digital puts your business in front of them on websites, streaming TV, social media, and more.
Good evening and welcome into the Tuesday, August 18th edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news tonight, a major development in the case involving the January break-in to the home of a late NASCAR driver. An arrest has been made following a lengthy investigation. Arianna Mack was at the news conference today for the announcement, and she filed this report.
That's correct, Rob. Reporting from Iredell County, where a suspect has been charged in connection to a burglary at the home of late NASCAR driver Greg Biffle. As WHKY previously reported, the home was broken into and robbed in January of this year. Sheriff Darren Campbell had this to say during today's press conference.
From that point, our detectives began building the case piece by piece. Over the next several months, they conducted numerous interviews, followed by leads, obtained over multiple search warrants, over 24 search warrants in this specific case, analyzed cell phone records, cellular tower information, and other electronic devices. The significant break came after detectives had been working this case on July 29th when Cobb County Police Department in Georgia contacted our office in regarding Terrell Williams, who had been arrested in a connection of a separate residential burglary, which was a highly publicized homicide case.
44-year-old Terrell Williams of Stone Mountain, Georgia, is charged with 3 felony counts apiece of second-degree burglary and larceny of a firearm, 2 counts of felony obtaining property by false pretense, and single felony counts of safe cracking, money laundering, possession of burglary tools, and larceny after breaking and entering.
Another point in other items that was recovered was tied to some break-ins in western North Carolina, which actually was an officer's duty firearm. After 3 years, we have recovered that firearm. We are in touch with that police department. So this person's method of the way he operated from what we're seeing is basically he used headlines, social media posts, different things to find out when people were or were not at home. And he executed his plan in that capacity, which is the exact same thing happened with this high-level homicide in Georgia. At the same time, our detectives continued analyzing cellular information obtained through previous search warrants and compared that information with electronic evidence that was recovered in Georgia. That analysis places Williams at the Biffle residence at the time of the burglary and in the immediate area of the days leading up to it, basically doing surveillance.
Williams is being held in Cobb County without bond. Extradition has been requested by the Iredell County Sheriff's Office. Reporting for WHKY News, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna. Stay with WHKY for continued updates on this case. North Carolina Governor Josh Stein has vetoed House Bill 958, a measure making several changes to state election laws. Burke County Republican Representative Hugh Blackwell, chairman of the House Election Law Committee, says House Republicans plan to pursue an override. Blackwell defended the bill, saying it would provide practical election reforms and increase voter confidence. Democrats have argued the legislation could make voting more difficult. The bill would shorten early voting periods for some primaries and special elections, require post-election audits of county election systems, and use federal databases to identify potentially deceased voters on registration rolls. Republicans have enough votes in the Senate to override Stein's veto, but they lack the 3/5 majority needed in the House. That means they would need support from Democrats or unaffiliated lawmakers. Any override vote could come after the November election. Catawba County will receive $375,000 to remove debris blockages from streams across the county. Commissioners voted at their Monday night meeting to accept and appropriate the grant from the North Carolina Soil and Water Conservation Commission. The board also authorized the county manager to sign the required grant agreement. The county's meeting summary says the money will be used for stream debris removal county-wide, but it does not identify specific waterways, work sites, or project schedule. More from that commissioners' meeting on Monday. They approved several funding, property, and public safety measures overall at the Monday night meeting. The board approved $48,000 for Bandy's Crossroads Fire Department to purchase protective equipment and portable radios, along with the $375,000 that we previously mentioned to take care of those blockages. Commissioners also approved more than $58,000 in tax refunds and adjustments, retired drug interdiction canine Loki, and appropriated $65,000 from the sale of county property in Newton. The county will also purchase the former Western Steer property on Southwest Boulevard in Newton for $1.55 million. Officials say the site could provide room for future public facilities and infrastructure. Commissioners also approved action allowing the county to participate in ongoing opioid litigation involving pharmacy benefit managers, or PBMs. More details on the meeting can be found at our website, WHKY.com. In today's crime report, wanted suspects have been arrested in Burke County. In local sports, the Hickory Crawdads have unveiled their 2027 schedule, and Jason Savage goes over the highlights of next year's ledger. In community focus, news regarding child vaccinations as the kids head back to school. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2 and live at 5:30 on the WHKY YouTube channel and 10 p.m. on our Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and you are watching the WHKY News.